Okay, so Christian, we are live.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good today. Doing good on Sunday. Also have like an appointment later today, interestingly enough. How about yourself, Adi?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I'm very happy to come to our Jarvee group, Jarvee community. It's been a long time since the last live we had with you two, like in the group. And yeah, we just talked a bit before we going live. I see now it's 0 people, but I'm guessing it will be update. So if you see us, if you hear us, so comment below. By the way, I don't know if you told you, but I did bought a Alec microphone. Do you hear me well, or it's like to go close, or is it good?
I can hear you okay.
Yeah, like I bought this microphone, the one you told
Oh
me.
wow, that's one of the super good ones, the expensive ones.
Yeah, that was me.
Hmm.
I disconnected the cable. Sorry about that. Cool. Now you can hear me.
Yeah. That's yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I also hear you clear. So yes, everyone will join us. Say hello to Christian, the co-founder, the owner, the IG growth expert. I think I learned from you so much, like from the past, what was about 2 years. So you helped me a lot with Jarvee and the mother and father of Jarvee. So cool. And thank you for all of your help. And it's very make me happy to see you over here. Um, cool. So Christian, about what you're going to speak today.
Uh, so I'm gonna talk to you guys about how to grow on Instagram without Jarvee. So I've been somebody who's like relied a lot on automation, and recently I've kind of had to like reinvent myself, I guess, so to speak. So I've been selling a lot of services like revolving around influencer marketing. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about that, and just like some different strategies to grow. Um, should I just like get into it, or do you have any specific questions you want to ask me? Or
Yeah, so guys, if you have any questions for Christian, so please comment with your questions. He's there for you. I will introduce a bit about Christian. So he has a lot of experience with automation, with many automation tools. If you want to share more, so feel free. And he basically knows any way to grow on Instagram, not only with automation. And I think this is like the your huge advantage, like because you actually know all of the ways like you can do it. It's not only Jarvee, or it's not only story views, or only mother and child, or only influencer. So it's very cool. And hello to everyone. So let's start. So Christian, honestly, what do you think is the best way to grow in the Q4? For we don't know the Q4, it's like the last 4 months of the year. So
It
what is
really depends like what your goal is. If your goal is sales, like I really just think you should run ads. But if your goal is followers, there's a ton of different options that you can do. Um, when it comes to followers, like I'll be honest, like I'm an agency, so like I sell services. And one of the services I love to sell are giveaways just because they're so easy. Like a client gets followers, they pay for them, we can deliver them, no issues. You don't have to worry about like their content or their profile being optimized. So I really love giveaways, not because they bring a super engaged audience or like they're a phenomenal way to market to people, just because people generally come to me because they want followers, and giveaways are one of the easiest ways to get them, not just like followers, but actually followers from like countries that they want, like the USA or the UK. Because there's a lot of times where, you know, you could pay for a giveaway, but who wants like 30,000 Brazil followers who don't even speak English if talk in English? So I sell like a ton of giveaways and I love them. I don't think they're the best way to grow. I think that they hurt your engagement. That there's definitely negatives of them, but if you want to grow fast and you want to like make money on Instagram, I think the easiest thing to do is just like to start selling giveaways. And there's a couple different types of giveaways I could talk about. Um, the first type of giveaway is like the traditional giveaway that you usually see. It's kind of like, how do I explain this? Like, we're giving away $10,000 to two lucky winners who comment below and they go pay like Snoop Dogg to do like a shout out on his page. That's like what we call a celebrity giveaway. And You can sell those. Like they're really, really expensive, especially with like big celebrities like Nicki Minaj or like Kim Kardashian. Kim recently had one, like, and that one was I think it was like $8,000+ for a spot in it. I don't recommend doing that if you're a beginner and you're trying to make money. I honestly recommend like just finding international giveaways. That's like things like Brazil, um, you know, Argentina has like a lot of like giveaways. And then what you want to do is like you want to find like a giveaway that like maybe get somebody 10,000 followers, and that's kind of priced between like 150 and like $300, and then you could just resell that. Like you just want to double it to 600, or if you could sell it for 1,000, sell it for 1,000. Um, that's probably the easiest way to
Okay,
get started. Yeah. But
that's crazy.
yeah, that's like the celebrity giveaways though, and those can be really expensive. That's the one negative about it is like those can be really expensive. Um, but if you want to make money and you want to sell celebrity giveaways, going with the internationals is like just a great way to go about it because you can get them really cheap and then flip them for more. I personally don't do too many of the celebrity giveaways. I have a bunch of friends who kill it with them. I do these things called megas, and this is something probably nobody has ever heard of, but it's essentially just a fake giveaway. I know that sounds like really fucked up, like you're selling a fake giveaway. But let me show you guys like what an example of this is. So I'm gonna go share my screen. I don't know if I can
Go
actually,
for it.
but
You can go for it.
Okay.
And I just want to add something small, Christian, that we have people who watch it and watch the live, and they are like customers, so looking to participate in the giveaway. And we have also like people who like a Jarvee agencies or Instagram growth agencies. So we speak also to both of the, sorry, to both of them.
Yeah. So if you're like an agency and you're interested in getting like a spot in these giveaways, like just feel free to like shoot me a DM. Whether it's like celebrity giveaways or like megas, just like hit me up and I'll set you to the right place and we'll figure out what to do. But this is an example of a mega. Um, so this is like a giveaway page right here. And it says, I know who has a crush on you. To know your crush, follow everyone that I am following. And then it says, after that, DM us done. This is what we call a host page. And the thing is, if we go and click the people that the host is following, there's a lot of different accounts in here. This specific mega is actually Indian, so I don't necessarily recommend this one because the followers are going to be really Indian. But if we scroll down to the bottom, we can start to see that there's a bunch of like, these are like theme pages, and some of them are pretty big. Some of them are smaller. And the thing is, all these pages right here, they're promoting this host page. And they get a free spot, which is one of these like 79 or 80 people that are here by promoting this giveaway. So what you can do is like if you had an account that's 50,000 plus followers, you could go to a mega, promote the giveaway, and then get a free spot and sell it to a client. I personally, to be completely honest with you guys, I have 50K accounts and I don't do this. I just pay somebody else to do it. So when a client comes and they buy like, 5,000 followers from me, I literally just go and I pay my guy like less money than the amount of money the client gave me. And then whatever I make is just like my profit. And I just pay somebody else to do it. I don't recommend doing it yourself. It's like really hard. You have to keep the pages active. They need to get like a specific amount of engagement. It's just way easier to pay somebody. But those are like a really great way to get like really cheap followers, especially if you're looking to get like USA followers or UK followers at like a really discounted rate. The megas are like by far the way to go. And yeah, I mean, that's like definitely my number one service. I know it seems like, wow, it's giveaways, but people are really happy and they really want like the high quality like demographics. Like, I don't know, I could show you guys like on my specific account here, like just on my account alone, I have been using megas and I have 49. Oh wait, I'm not, the screen's not shared.
Wait, sorry, share it?
Yeah, no, I was just saying like I've been using megas on my own account, if that makes sense. If you can see this here, maybe it's better if I've been using megas on my own account and literally these are what my insights are. Like it's 49% USA, 11% UK, 4% Canada. And yeah, like it's really difficult to get insights like this for a low price. especially with celebrity giveaways. So that's why I really recommend megas to people, is if you're really looking to get like the USA or the UK. It's just by far like the cheapest way to go about it. Aside from that, like I'll be honest with you guys, like the service I sell the most of is just it's follow unfollow. It's like my second most sold service, and I just use a VA. So I pay somebody, they go, they have like a team of VAs in India, they log the account and they just do like follow unfollow. The gains are like 300 to 900 followers a month. They're good followers, but it's just kind of like I have two services right now. I mean, I have like the low ticket, the follow and follow, and then if somebody wants like fast growth, like USA growth, we do like the campaigns, and that's literally probably like 90% of like my the stuff I sell. Yeah.
Cool. Wait, so Christian, just to make it clear, because I'm not sure I did understand it for sure, and I see we have some questions over here. And Alec, good to see you. I just want to ask you, like, let's say I want to get into this mega giveaway. So I need to get first 50K followers, and then I can get into this giveaway?
So it depends. It depends which one. Some of them have like 50K requirements, so the account needs to be over 50,000 followers. Some of them have like more strict requirements, like they need to have 40% plus USA demographics. Others, every single group has like different requirements, but generally one of the requirements is a follower count. So like the smaller groups are generally like 50,000 plus followers. So you can go take your 50,000 plus follower account, join a mega, which is just like a Telegram group, and then they say like, we're going to launch the giveaway at this time. Who wants to sign up? Here's the post. Here's what you need to post on your feed and your story, and that's how you can get it. And it's free. Like it doesn't cost any money as long as you have that account.
Okay, that's cool. And if I don't have 50K, like let's say I have 10K, 5K, I don't have so much at first. I cannot get into this, so I can just pay a lot of money.
Yeah, so like if you're 5 or 10K, I don't think there's any groups with those limits, just because the accounts are too small to really like drive like a significant amount of traffic. But you can either like take an account that you have that's 50K and plug in the giveaway, and then put your smaller account as the like the giveaway spot. Or you can just pay somebody. Like you could hit me up and be like, hey, what could you do to grow my account blank amount of followers? And that's definitely like the easiest way. And like that's what I do for my entire business. Like I don't build up the accounts and keep them active. It's just like too much work.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I have last question before we go to the views questions. I know we have a cool question over here, guys, but wait, last question. I think all of us want to know. Let's say I get into this giveaway and I get into that, one of them. So like, what is the range of the followers I'm going to get? I know it's like a big range, but approximately how many followers?
Yeah, so it depends. It depends on one, like how many influencers are participating. So like if there's like 100 influencers that day, like you may get like 2 times, like 3 times the gains. But generally for the 50K groups, you get around 500 to 1,500 followers per day. I also sell like 1 mil groups. So like I sold like, for instance, 200,000 followers of like the 350 I sold this month was with the 1 million group meme pages. So they're like 1 million pages and plus promoting it. And yeah, those ones, like I've seen those ones get anywhere from like 2,500 to 8,000 followers a day, like with the 1 mil groups. So it just kind of depends, like how high do you want to go? I mean, I've even heard of some guys saying there's 2 mil plus groups. I've never seen a 2 mil plus group, but I've heard of them. Like some guys talk about them. So
that's crazy. Okay, I think this is the time to say goodbye to Jarvee, you know, with these numbers. After you're saying that.
Jarvee will always have its use. It's just like not as useful, I think, as it was.
Yes, that's a good point. We'd also like to discuss with you about it also in the end. Wait, could you talk about growing IG accounts to specific genres?
Niches, I think, basically.
Niches, yeah.
So yeah, like when it comes to agency, there's a couple different services you can do for like targeted followers. If you really want to grow like a niche audience, one of the ways to do that is by using like Facebook or IG ads. Another way is by like going out to targeted influencers. Like with these giveaways, like they're pretty much all untargeted. Like we'll look at demographics to try and get good accounts, but they're like a fuck ton of meme pages or travel pages or business pages. So like if you want to build a niche audience, like you want to go out to like really targeted influencers like in your niche, you want to pay them. I recommend going to like, if you're going to do that, something that I recommend is like, I have a software right here. It's $15 a month. But if you were like a travel page, you could go over to like the specific page that you want to advertise on. And then you can, well, let's just do like, for instance, like my buddy, his username is like the cool travel. This is Ackroy. Like you could literally just go here, set it to get the post with the most likes or the most comments. It just depends what you want. It'll go pick out like his best post on his page. And then what we can do is we can just like repost this best post on his page and make it a shout out post. And like this will load. It's just going to like basically scrape like 3,000 posts and then it's going to sort them by likes. So like this one has 45,000. So like this might be a really good post to use as a shout out post because it did really well on the page. So that's what I would do, like targeted followers is like I would straight up go to influencers if you can. You can also go to Facebook ads. It's just generally a lot more expensive, especially when you're targeting like that USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand. And aside from that, like I swear, like I think one of the best services for like the money is just like the follow. It's just like so targeted. Like they always engage with you if you do it right. And so, yeah, I would basically either use like Facebook ads, I would use influencers, or I would just use like interacting services like follow and follow. I guess that could be like story viewing. I don't know if you heard about this, D. Have you heard about the mass DM spam service that's around?
The mass DM spam? Wait, the ones that send you many like kind of mother and child, but something like that, like only with DMs?
Kind of. I could actually show you really quick. It's inside my phone.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so this is my account really quick. So something like this. Have you seen anything like this on here? One second. Can you see my screen?
Sorry? Yeah, no,
so do you see this like this woman hit me up, Estrella Adem, and it says like here's like an Instagram account and they have 770 followers and it says, hey, can you please send them a message they want to collab? Like, all these people are doing is like paying a Russian site to basically spam a DM that goes back to their main account. I think I have like another one too. Like this is another service that people are like starting to use now to get targeted followers.
Wow,
how
many DMs you have?
oh no, here it is. This is the one that I was thinking about. The Chris Forgiati one. You see this one?
Yeah. Okay.
So like he says, go follow Chris Forgiati if you want to learn how to make $1,000 a day, and then it links back to his profile. This is like a Russian spam service that a lot of people are using right now to get targeted followers. So like, yeah, you definitely use that method too. I mean, it'll probably get patched, no lies, but yeah. Do you have any recommendations for targeted followers that you recommend for people?
To get target followers?
Yeah.
Jarvee? This is my recommendation. Yes. Now it's become a bit challenging with the number of the API calls and the filters and the scrapers. But still, if you target the right sources and you put a few filters, it should be great. There are more questions for you over here, Christian, and then we'll continue. Wait, I think. What about this one? Okay, we just actually talked about it. So yes, it's at the start.
Man, giveaways and engagement. Those are two opposite sides of the spectrum there. Giveaways almost never help with engagement. I've even tried like a niche giveaway before, and it did not help with engagement at all. Like, niche product for the giveaway, like the right audience, they didn't engage. So I just don't think giveaways are a great way to engagement. Like I've only had a couple times where like I've had client giveaways and actually get more engagement, and they're either one like a really hot, attractive like modeling type of girl, or two, there's like this one instance where I'm thinking of like Alec. I grew one of Alec's clients like 20,000 followers. He was he's like I don't know if it's like a Red Bull skydiver or something, but his content is like him skydiving through the air and like do flips, and he's got like a GoPro, and it's like super dope to watch. His engagement, like I remember he had like a couple hundred likes on a post. He was doing like 1,200 plus likes per post after the giveaways on every post because his content was like so viral. And
Wait, Christian, it's back a bit. Can you still see us, by the way? Oh, it's only me here. I hope you will get back. Yes, and here you are. Cool. Sorry, continue.
yeah, no worries. Generally speaking, the giveaways don't give you any engagement unless you're either like a real attractive girl or something super general, or like you're a skyver, and you know a lot of people find that content like really cool. It's general, can get engagement, but almost, I mean, you almost never like get engagement from giveaways. If it's a meme page too, it can work. But generally
Okay.
speaking, never. Yeah.
I don't think I did so much. No, I never did actually giveaways. I know for my clients that it actually did help them with the growth, but I argue about the engagement. It's not like the engaged part, but it definitely can help you with the growth. And Christian, do you have an ebook about IG marketing? I know you have something.
I don't have an ebook. I've never been one. I have a YouTube channel. Yeah.
What YouTube channel? No ebook, but you had something once upon a time. I think I download your PDF or like a Google Sheet or I think something like that.
I used to have this like the ultimate IG tools list. So like I went and added like every single like tool to a Google Doc, but I just stopped putting it on because like half the tools were all like outdated and they just stopped working.
Okay. See?
Yeah.
So guys, you can check Christian YouTube channel. I will also share the link. He has an amazing channel. You can watch a lot of your videos. So I will definitely recommend you to check it out. And my other question, I have a 50K followers account, and my question is, how can I increase the engagement? What should I do? 50K, that's all.
You want
Oh,
to go
your
first?
idea. No, you go. You go.
Okay.
Oh, but I didn't show them the pencil. This is the pencil, the live pencil. It will be with us for now. So when Christian says something important, the pencil will be here. Yeah.
Okay. So it depends. Like whenever somebody says like I have an Instagram account, the first thing I think in my head is like what type of Instagram account do you have? And like in my mind, there's like two types. Like there's the personal Instagram account, or there's like the theme page Instagram account. So you kind of have to figure out like which one it is. If it's like the theme page, the easiest thing to do is like to literally go to like some competitor that's like doing well and find like their post with the most likes or the most comments, and then you just want to repost that type of content. The thumbnail is like super important on those theme pages too. Like I can't emphasize that enough. Like the thumbnail, one of the most important parts. If you're like a personal page, I mean, that's going to be like a lot harder. Like the easiest way to increase engagement is just to like pay for it with ads. Like that's what I do. Or like you could even buy likes. I've done that sometimes too. Like I'm not going to lie and say I haven't, but you could do that. You can also like really focus on like getting your content better. And like I know that's like a really general tip and people hate that, but like a good way to do it is like to use like that viral spy tool that I have. Because if you go to like somebody else who's like a competitor or like an influencer in your niche, and then you go and you find like their best posts, chances are like if you do something similar, it'll also do really well for you because it worked for them. So you're kind of taking like the same thing that worked for them, like the inspiration from that content, and then applying it to your own. I think that's probably like the best way to really like try and fix engagement is actually like working on your content and figuring out like what makes people like and comment, whether that's the caption, the photo, your hashtags, that kind of stuff. And that's really what I think you should do to like increase your engagement. But you could buy likes or ads too. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Next question for Christian. What do you think about marketing or exposing your IG profile on other platforms like TikTok to get followers and or increase sales or engagement? What do you think?
So I think getting on more platforms is really good. Personally, I think like the biggest mistake I see with people is they're like, yo, I want to make $100,000. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And they literally only plan to have an Instagram page. and then they put all this time and energy into like these services to get them traffic when they're really creating like no personal connection. And I just know like they're going to get a fuck ton of followers, but they're never going to buy anything because, or engage because they just don't like feel connected to that person. So I think it's really good to focus on like multiple platforms, but like focusing on that connection is really like the most important part. And I think the easiest way to do that is to just like, I like search. So I'm going to tell you how I like to do is I like to make like a video, rank it for some keywords in search. And then ideally you want to push that back to your Instagram. And you could sell them on your Instagram. Instagram's like a really good place for that, especially with the stories. You could like build that connection on Instagram, but it's really important that you focus on like building the connection more rather than just like promoting slash like exposing slash marketing your profile. Because like, how do I explain this? Like some stupid TikTok video that's 20 seconds that says, hey, want to learn the best ways to grow on Instagram? Giveaway shout outs. And they do the point and then the little box pops up. It doesn't teach anybody anything. Like they're not a lot likely to buy from you, but like if you were like, hey guys, I'm going to show you this case study I did on a giveaway and how it worked for my accounts. I'm going to show you guys like my graphics. You say, if you guys want to buy the same giveaway, I have a link in the description below. They're a lot more likely to, you know, buy from you because like you explain the process, told them how it works, you show them the results, you like built the trust as opposed to just being like, bam, 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 swipe up and follow me. So I think like really focusing on like your content and like another platform is like is the best thing to do, but it needs to really build that connection. You need to like teach them something or make them laugh or yeah, because if not, you're really just like pouring money into like dead followers or and time. And TikTok is awesome. Like some guys are killing it with TikTok. So yeah.
Totally agree with you with your answer. Go check Michael Group if you're not in TikTok Marketing Secrets. This is the name, right? TikTok Marketing Secrets?
Yeah, that's
No.
Michael's group.
Yeah.
TikTok marketing. And
Michael.
it's like something for influencers and like there's some tail on the end.
This is the best group. So go over there also to learn about TikTok more things. And great answer. I don't have nothing to add for that. Alec is back. Did you notice to that?
Yeah, he's been messaging me on Facebook a little bit.
Look at this
Yeah.
guy. He's here. So he has a question for you, Christian. This is for you.
What's a drop-off rate on average with celebrity giveaways? Let's say you get 100,000 followers. How many will still follow after 60 days? That's tough, man. It just like depends. I guess like the easiest thing I can show you is like, I mean, every celebrity is different, and I generally tell people like the faster you grow, the the bigger the drop. But like for instance, this is somebody who was in like the Kardashian giveaway recently. So you can see like what his gains are like. So he gains, about 80,000 followers, and in the past like week he's lost something like 13, 14, 15K. So I think it really just depends like what the drop is like. Also like I know with like the Lele one, it just depends. It's just so different. It like depends on like what they give away. With the celebrity one specifically, with the megas, I could give you like a better indicator. It's usually like 10 to 20% drop over like 30 to 60 days. But with the celebrity ones, it's so individual, like based on the influencer, like how fast they're going, what the prize is. Like usually like the bigger, more crazy it is, the bigger the fall. So yeah. I really just don't know. I don't feel comfortable giving you like a specific amount, but for the megas, it's generally like 10 to 20%.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's still good if you get like the numbers you just mentioned like this covered, so that's still cool. And this is a video recording and also on YouTube. Don't you worry, we just spoke about yours and the microphone you recommend. Yeah, don't you worry. Until we have Christian over here, so for sure to be recorded. Okay, so we spoke about engagement. It's not the game. It's actually not the goal of the giveaway. If I understand, it's only to grow the followers.
Yeah, it's basically like engagement is like non-existent. Like
Okay, that's good. I like to ask you this question, because I think you're really saying the truth. It's why I brought you here because you're saying what like most of the people don't want to say, and you just say it in front. So it's cool. What I think this guy or girl asking what is the best strategy for a local business to get followers around them. What do you think about that?
Jarvee or a person to just go like posts, follow people, send messages. Um, yeah, it's probably like the best way. I mean, other best ways would just be like advertising, but could be really expensive.
Yeah, I think like to combine Jarvee with all the local business in your area, plus send new followers like a coupon code or something to make them come to your business. Now it's the corona of that, but when if you can in your country, so it can be great. And yes, and paid ads when you can target only the local area of your business. This is cool. Yeah, this is what I think. Alec had a few comments over here. I think it's about you, about the things you said earlier. How do you start an entry? Yeah, you have a YouTube video about it, right? About the agency from scratch,
Uh, I don't
right?
think so. I think I have a similar video. I did it with one of my like students, I guess. Like I had a course like years ago and I had a student, really cool guy. I actually work with him now with a client, but he him and I did a video and he explained like what helped him the most to get to like 10K a month. Um, but yeah, I have a video on, I mean, really what it comes down to, I think, is like if I could go back and start an agency from scratch, like I would really just try and find like a service, like one service, maybe like two services, probably just one. And then I would focus on selling that service. And I would want to make sure that I don't provide the service at all. Like I don't even want to provide the service. Like I just want to be the middleman so I could focus on like selling people. Um, because that's really what's made me like the most money with the agency. And I wasted a lot of time like trying to do all the services myself when you can just find somebody else who like that's all they do. You can pay them, mark it up, figure out how to market it better, that kind of thing. And yeah, really just need like one good service. Doesn't matter if it's Jarvee or if it's like a VA or if it's like USA follower giveaways. Yeah. I don't know. What's your take on that?
I agree.
Because you have an agency. How do you start one?
Yeah. How I started my agency with Jarvee. I started with my own account testing and then a few of my friends' accounts, and then it started to be like very, very good. So I get more people to know about me. And I think the start is the most challenging part to find something that you have passion for it. As for the start, because also like you start from the scratch and then you build your business model until you are like on the top and you have the people who are working with you or for you. And then like you don't really need to do that. But before that, we actually need to do everything by ourselves. If it's the Jarvee, if it's an influencer giveaway, if it's like paid ads, no matter what. So my tip for you is like to become expert with that, like on the best that you can. Keep learning every day until you get better and better and better. And then like when you're building your agency and start to bring more people, like go higher and higher. Is what I think. And as Christian mentioned, then you can of course increase your income. Cool. Christian, how can I find target followers like USA followers?
Um, so like what I did was I went and tested like a bunch of different megas, and like you will get kind of like scammed, like not scammed, but like you'll pay some dude and he'll be like, yeah, they're USA followers, and you'll get like a bunch of Indians or like Arab accounts. Like it just happens. So be ready for that. I just went and like tested a ton of different megas. I found some that worked good. Like the USA Insights like went straight up. Then I sold those for like 2 more months. Then that guy went and started being bad. So I had to test more guys and find a new guy. And then that guy was good for a while, and then he went bad. Like, um, so then like I found, so it's literally just like finding another person, and like now I've had this last guy for like must be like 5 6 months, which is like super cool, and he's really on it. So I think like the best way is just like test different services, figure out like what works, what gives you the result you want, and then just also like yeah, just to make sure that their service is consistent too is really important because I've had a lot of people where they have a good service for a time and then the service just is inconsistent. So yeah, I just say test megas or just pay for ads. Like
How, if I want this magazine, I actually never heard about it, so I'm guessing also the people here. So if I want, I can reach you out about it and ask you about price and how to get it and everything. You can help
Yeah,
or video.
absolutely. Yeah, I can.
What about YouTube video about it?
I've been thinking about it. I need to do another YouTube video. I was thinking about doing
You
another
need,
one
you
that
should.
how to get verified on TikTok though, because the search volume on that one is
Yeah,
pretty
you
pretty good.
know, it's crazy. I must ask you, you got actually verified on Facebook, on Instagram, right? And also on TikTok? How
I'm
did
not
you do it?
verified on Instagram.
Not yet.
Um,
But what about Facebook and TikTok? How you did it?
well, TikTok was really easy because like I was already verified on Facebook. So if you, I guess it's kind of like a secret not a lot of people know about. But if you're already verified on one platform, whether it's like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube, TikTok will literally just give you the verification if you have like a contact. So we just sent an email to TikTok. Um, we asked them to verify the page, sent them the Facebook link that was verified, and the next day they verified me. Um, so yeah, like it really is just like having like an in, and then like you just need to either have the press or for TikTok, like I mean to get like the verification on Facebook, like you'll need press, you know. But the thing is, if you apply on TikTok, they don't even care as long as you just show your verification link. So like I got verified with like 26 followers on TikTok and like 2 posts or something like ridiculous. And that was just because I got the Facebook one. But you just need press or you just need to be verified. So yeah, it's really easy.
Cool. Okay. Alex, just talk about your cool tool. I said, right, it's virus spy?
Yeah, like that's a tool that I made. It's like a post sorter. Um,
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
man. Love that tool.
We mastered a link for that. Yes, I also tried this your tool. It's really
Yeah, if
cool.
you want to promote it, it's got like a 50% affiliate commission recurring as well. So,
Cool. How much it cost?
it's $15 a month. So
Nah.
pretty
And you
affordable.
just show totally. Yeah, ask people how much they pay for Jarvee in these days. You don't want to know. um, yeah, we spoke about the Russian tool before. Where's the DM service? Do you know where they can get it? The ones, the spammy one?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say. um,
Okay. Let's continue
Sorry.
before Facebook will kill us.
Uh,
Okay. I don't know, I'm not too sure about who Alex spoke, but yes, the content is the king. Look at you, Alec. It's good to see you. Oh, I
oh,
like
he's
this
talking
comment. What do you
about
think about this comment?
focus on making your client happy, work your ass off, and leverage client results. Make sure to start working with someone who is known in their niche and who will gladly refer you. Yeah, I mean that's dope. I mean, I agree with that. Um, I mean, I also think like you shouldn't work too hard for your client, especially if you're selling them a service. Just because I've had the instance where I used to work with a lot of startup companies and they were like, for instance, one company I was thinking about, they were paying me $50 an hour to work for them. And uh, they always wanted like more and more and more. And it was to the point where I just really didn't want to do more work for them. And I felt like I couldn't say no. So I think also having like really like clear defined like services saying like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is exactly what you can expect from me. And this is what I'm going to deliver. That's also good to go about it rather than just like working your ass off for your client and hoping that they refer you because chances are if you do a good job anyways, they're going to refer you. But I just have had the instance where I just like worked way too hard for clients and I just felt like I didn't get enough back from that. Um, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
I
I
agree
don't
with
know.
that.
Have you had that instance where like you had a client and like you worked super hard for them and it was probably for like not enough money and like I
I
think
yeah, I think we all had these moments, and also like with Java, for example. So one of my rules that I never in closing with someone for a period of time. It's only monthly payment, like a subscription, but my rule you can cancel anytime. And I don't like to, put people like, yeah, let's work for 3 months or 6 months or a year, and even if you're not happy, you sign on the contract, so you're with me. So this is what I don't like, and that's why many people can, leave you after a month if they don't have the budget anymore. If like the COVID-19, when people actually don't have the money, especially here in Israel, to continue with the service. So that happened. And even if you work so hard on your account, like for example, let's speak a bit about Jarvee. So on the last month, we had crazy amount of expenses, issues, problems, elections. And still, like, but I agree with you. It can be sometimes not worth it. But if you're already doing that, so you must give. I think give all of what you can. It's what I think.
You find a way because you have to. Like,
Yeah. What is the best standard price for 30 days management of IG page? What do you think about it? Like to manage, you mean like manage a page with content or with Jarvee or with what do you mean about this question? I'm not too sure.
it's definitely too general. I sell services like they range from like 175 bucks a month to like 5K. So, um, yeah, like it depends what you want. And I don't even do posting. Like some people do posting. I don't even offer it. Um,
How about good VA site for manual follow and follow? Okay, this is why I brought you actually, Christian, for the people who leave Jarvee.
so I have a service. I told a D about the person I use actually. I try not to tell the people who like I resell off of, unless like they're people that I feel like are super cool. But yeah, like there's this guy on MP Social. Like if you want to hit up a D and she'll tell you, maybe she'll tell you. But he's like Indian and he has like a bunch of VAs. So if you're looking for like a VA service, hit up a D, or you could hit up me. Like I sell the service, I resell, so
You,
I will make a little
I
bit.
want
Like
yes, yes, yes. Speak with Christian
you
about
should
it. I'm only doing Jarvee.
you should resell though. I mean, because man, it's insane. Like that service, like literally with all the crazy like updates and issues happening, like all my clients on that service, like they haven't had password resets. Like I don't know, like all the craziness going on and people being locked out of accounts, like the 24-hour, like review thing. Like all my clients on the manual growth service, like they haven't had it, like which is just insane. The one thing that happened is I had a client lose product tagging on their Instagram. They couldn't tag products because of the Indian IP. It put them outside of the US. So it's a good service. It really is. I feel like humans are the future, and there's a lot of guys now who are mixing real humans like interaction with the automation to try and confuse Instagram.
Cool. Okay. I think you should stick with Christian. He will help you for sure with that. Cool, Christian. So we're actually 50 minutes already over here speaking about the ways to grow Jarvee and sorry, to grow Instagram accounts. Everything on my head is only Jarvee. Sorry about that. I also wonder if you want us to speak a bit about Jarvee and the mass views and all of that. But let's see if you want it in general. Then we'll talk about it. Do you have any more tips to tell people about like the giveaway and like to get this number of thousand of followers or 10,000 of followers? Any more tips, things that it's very important to people to know and no one actually saying that?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things I see that people make a mistake about is like they want to get 10,000 followers and usually they're like a personal brand or a business, not like a theme page, like a cat or dog page. Um, their biggest thing is like they want to do it organically, like they want to do it for free. And the truth is like it's probably not going to work. Like those pages, those personal pages and those brand pages, they just do not grow for free. I mean, like, yeah, you can do the follow and follow up to like 10K, but it's going to take you like 6 months, maybe more. And your engagement's probably not going to be that good after it. Um, I mean, so like, I just think if you really want to like grow your Instagram account, like the best thing to do is like put aside some money. Instead of like doing like $1,000, like $2,000 and putting like all this money in at once, put like 150 bucks or like $200 a month in for 10 months and invest that budget into your account like every single month. And I think you'll have no problem growing. It's like the people who just want to do everything organically and who have like no budget. Those are the people who are really having a hard time growing on Instagram right now.
Okay, okay. Some clients came and said that they give me 500 followers in a week, giving 1,000 followers in a month. That's why I asked this question. And yes, without content. What do you think about that?
Some clients came and said that they gave me 500 followers in a week. I'm confused because he said a client came to him and offered to give him 500 followers or 1,000 followers. Um,
Mm,
I'm assuming that this is like a DM spam service. I'm just assuming that's what it is. Because the thing is like, but I could be wrong. The thing is that with the DM spam is like you send it all out and then like you start getting followers, and then like it trickles. It's like as people like most people open their messages, they see it, and then some people like they just don't see the message till later. I don't know. I just really don't know what he's offering. Like with follow and follow, like you can get like around 1,000 followers a month. I don't think you could get 500 a week, but you could definitely do 1,000 a month.
I agree. It depends on the content and the fallback ratio of these things. And yes, so if you can give us more information about the way he's doing that. If you don't give it away, so that's a red flag. Maybe you just ask yourself why. But yes, me, I don't know where are you, but Christien, if you're looking for people, so there's someone here. I don't know who's that. Okay, so this is for Alec. Okay, Christien, this is also for you because I know you have some videos about it. What do you think about the story ads?
They definitely work. Um, just the hugest like negative of ads, in my opinion, is just that if you're trying to target like a tier one audience, it's going to be like really expensive. Um, I mean, they work. Like the feed ads, like generally work better too. They're just more expensive. Also, like the advantage of a feed ad is that when you click it, like it kind of goes in app and it doesn't like pop up with a browser like on the stories. If you ever click that swipe up arrow, it comes up with like a browser. So story ads are great. Um, I think a really cool thing to do with story ads that people really aren't doing is to like use them more so as like retargeting ads. Um, I don't know, like story ads are great. I just think like they're kind of expensive, and I used to sell a lot more ads, like ad retainers, like literally like 6, 8 months ago, and like now I have like one, I think. So I think like ads are just expensive. So if you want followers, like going to influencers like is by far like the cheapest way to do it. Um, yeah, I think ads are really good though if you have something you really want to sell. If you're just trying to get followers, I think ads they can work, but I think the goal should be to use ads to sell something, not to necessarily grow.
I agree. I agree. And also, I think like people now like it will work right, yeah, like you can expensive of it, but people also like start to be like more, like they can see it's actually ads. So it's very hard to do it so it won't look like a real ad. Like people, especially now with the COVID-19, are all the time on the house. So what I think. What about this question, Christien?
Do the Telegram pods really work? No, they don't. Um, if you want social proof, like yeah, they work. You want to get like more reach in your home feed, like yeah, comments drive the post up the home feed. But they just really don't work. If it's a theme page, it will kind of work, like especially if it's like a big travel page. But no, they just don't work. I don't know. What's your take on that?
Honestly, never tried it. Actually, all my career I can say it's like with Jarvee. I don't need to try that. Um, but I think something that it can help. Depends if it's the same niche and all of that. I think this is the main question. For swipe up ads, how do you make it go to the profile without using a deep linking service?
You need to basically go post the story in app and then promote it from inside the app. You'll be able to promote it to your Instagram profile options. So when you click it, it'll actually go straight to the profile. If you need to edit the audience, you can go into the ads manager once you've created that ad and edit it there. Yeah. Or you could use a URL Genius, but that costs like 1 cent per click.
Okay, cool. Okay, Alec mentioned that it's actually working, the Telegram posts. Yes, that's cool. Look at that.
I mean, I don't believe this, but I mean, yeah, like I mean, you might rank on some hashtags, like that's cool, man. I really don't think verified accounts help you rank on hashtags or anything like that. I think it's straight up spam. Like I go to all these fucking pages and I see like all the verified comments on like, and they're just fire emojis and shit. Like, I mean, they're straight up social proof. They're really not like getting them more reach. And I think they might even do better on that. They might even do better on the hashtag without the likes and comments. You just never even know. So
Yeah,
Yeah, I could
Good
be
for you,
wrong too,
Christian.
by the way. I could be completely wrong, you guys, by the way. This is just my opinion. So, like,
Yeah, I think many of the things that we are saying over here, it's like from our experience, but keep in mind it's only from our experience. Yeah, we can it can be different in if you will try that these things in these ways. Cool. So I think no one wants us to speak about Jarvee, Christian. Have a look on that. 1 hour and almost no question about Jarvee. What do you think about it? Do you think people leave Jarvee, left it? Like there is like I'm just wearing this shirt of Jarvee, but there is no meaningful for that. I need to destroy it away. What do you think?
um, no, I mean, like, I don't know. I personally don't use Jarvee anymore. I think I'm still paying for the subscription though. Um,
Why?
yeah, no, so like I had the other one, you know, like the two-letter one that you're not supposed to talk about, and I canceled that one because that was the one that I ran my accounts on. And then I had the subscription for Jarvee on forever, but actually it probably just got canceled because my PayPal got banned, so they can't charge me for it again. Um, I don't think people are gonna like really look towards like bots, especially not like Jarvee, unless they're serious, like serious botters. I just think like botting is getting so hard for normal people nowadays that unless there's just some easy made solution for like a client to go plug in their account and get it cranking, I think there's going to be a lot more services like agencies like a D, or maybe agencies where people have VAs or they use a bot and then they also use a human. Like I know a couple services who are guys who are offering like ridiculously cheap prices. I'm talking like $30 an account, like to the human and the automation like working together. So I don't think it'll be gone. I think it'll always be useful, but yeah, it just really is like it's really fucking hard to use now. And like plus like to set up the VPS and the proxies and all that. I mean, if you're just running like one account, it just makes way more sense to just pay somebody like you to do it, you know?
Yes. Thank you for that. I agree with you. Yes, for one account, even a few, like 3, 4, 5 accounts, I don't think it's worth it anymore. Yes, it does become crazy with all of the expenses. You know, we must get scrapers, and you must get proxies for the scrapers, and you must create them or purchase them every week or so. I did see one question about Jarvee before our live session. So I only want to answer about it. I think it was Andrew question. So I just want to answer you about the creation of the accounts. So, Christian, have you ever tried to create accounts with Jarvee?
Um, so I had this buddy who taught me almost everything I know about Jarvee. And I was like, hey man, look at this section. Like you could create accounts. And he was like, yeah, man. He's like, that doesn't work. And I was like, oh, so no, I've never even tried it. He just said it like really wasn't work and they needed to like rework their algo. So then I was forwarded to this tool that doesn't work anymore called igram tool. If you ever heard of that one. Um, that one doesn't work either really anymore. Like, so yeah, I've never used the tool in Jarvee. So completely new for me.
Me neither. Actually, me neither. I just learned it on the past month because I was a bit upset to spend so much money about scrapers and make the main account work. And I feel okay, I must find a solution. And it actually didn't work this tool for a long time. I don't remember how long, but long time. And then Jarvee actually fixed it. I don't know at some point where they actually realized to spend so much money on scrapers. I just want to show you to put show small part of how you do it actually. And if we have like 11 people over here, it makes you boring, so please tell us and I will stop. And if you have other questions for Christian, so please comment until we have him over here. So once again, I will share the screen. You can see my screen, right? Christian?
Yep, I see your screen.
Cool. So I actually created a scraper server. I call it Scrapers Creating. This is the name. And basically what I'm doing over here, and I don't want to make it too obvious, but what I'm doing, I'm using a real photo of people, not real photos of people, but this is, the service that you can actually get photos of people that doesn't really exist. I use private domain emails and residential proxies. And what I'm basically doing, I'm just creating them with SMS, PVA, and CAPTCHA. Wait, this is my password. Sorry. And yes, I already created, I think, 3,000 of scrapers for the past month. I think, yeah. That's it. They also come with video. Also adds for them some video so it looks a bit more real. And this is the settings I'm using over here. And as you can see, they get the confirmation code and all of that. You can keep over here user agent. Don't touch with that. Yes, and I know actually some people using some service sorry, IPv6, IPv4 scrapers to create to create the scrapers. Wait, someone told me you can still the accounts. That's okay. I will create more and more. No problem with that. Manual creation. Yes, I also still purchase some of Shopee when I need. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. You can test it by yourself. Yes, it can be a lot of work, this kind of creation. What else? And just I want to make like a small summary before we will finish. So a small summary of how you can grow your Instagram page in the Q4. So you mentioned giveaway. You mentioned the mega giveaway. And we talked about Jarvee. I didn't show. Wait. I see Alex a question. Oh, you really don't want to know. It's actually changing all the time, but don't go too far. Don't go too far. Around 400, 500 API calls per day, not more than that. 10 proxies with DigitalOcean. I actually never, Christian, I never tried to create proxy by myself. I always find it that it's not worth my time. I don't know why, but I always, like, honestly, it's so much work if you want to scale it. If you want just to create a few accounts, that's okay. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. But if you want to really do something big, so I don't think it would
I've
be good
never
to
done
go
that
with
either.
it.
Never done that
Yeah,
either.
like you can get cheap proxies or is what I think.
Yeah, like there's guys to set those up for you for like literally like no money. Like they're literally making like $20 like one time and maybe making like $5 a month like after to sell it to you. So it's just so cheap. Like
Yes, depends which one are you using. That's also a good point. Oh, that was a good time, like before the elections and all of that. But I don't recommend to try it now with the. I don't think it will happen, but you need a lot of scrapers. Like it can happen, but just a lot of scrapers. Cool. So wait, let's go back to the summary, Christian. You need to go soon. So we said about giveaway. We said about Bega giveaway. Jarvee, follow and follow manually. What else? What else do you think to grow more?
um manual interaction, definitely. Giveaways. I mean, something I sell every now and then are like shout out campaigns. So I have a guy, uh, we'll either do like we have two options of that. Like we do like meme pages. So like if somebody wants like 10,000 followers from meme pages, like we can guarantee that using these networks. Or we can also do targeted campaigns, like where we'll go out to specific like pages. Like if they're in like the business niche, we'll go out to like motivation theme pages, like infographic pages, and do shout out campaigns for them like that way. Um, like so, it's really important that like you can also do shout outs. You don't need to make it a giveaway. You could just like get a promotion and like drive traffic to your page. I think that's a lot better too if you're trying to get like a niched audience and you're not necessarily trying to target like only USA, for instance. So shout outs are great. So like the manual interactions, the giveaways, the shout outs. Um, I mean, you can spam, like you could do like the DM spam. I've even seen some guys like I have a chat bot that we've made. Like I have a couple partners on it. Um, So like I even know like some guys who are buying accounts in order to like accounts with like 10,000 plus like messages inside the inbox. And then what you can do is you can plug them into a bot and you can send every single person who already messaged you a message. So like I know some people who are like buying accounts and then they're just like chat bot like spamming them to like drive traffic to like a different page. And then they just like they sell them off and like they trash the account after. And just like spam it over and over again. So I mean, really, like there's so many ways to grow on Instagram. Like it really just like it's limited to like your creativity. But I definitely think like the manual interaction, the giveaways, the shout outs, like whether that's like Jarvee, whether you're using Jarvee or not using Jarvee, those are probably like some of the best ways to grow. Hashtags, really great. People don't use them, but I think they're great. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, like all the story viewing and storyboating is like pretty much dead. I don't know one service that like doesn't give an AC message eventually. So rip. Um,
But we know it's going to happen. It's going to happen at some point. We know that. It's bad news, but we know. No? What do you think?
absolutely. It's going to happen eventually. I'm honestly surprised it didn't happen sooner. Um, yeah.
Yeah. They give a lot of fun to a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool, Christian. You said a lot of things. I just want to add that what I personally think, we didn't speak about strategy so much in this live. Spoke about things to do, like practical things to do. But I really think that like to plan, like Christian mentioned, like to put some money on the side for what you're going to do and to plan your steps and how you're going to do this and why and what is the expected results for each one of the ways. And I always say to people that wants to grow with Jarvee, I always like to say, like, listen, Jarvee, it's not the thing. Like, it's part of the process, part of the puzzle. If you want to really grow in a consistent way and to get the results you're looking for, so Jarvee is not enough. Jarvee is good. Like you mentioned, hashtags, engagement groups. No, we can talk about it. But hashtags, influencers, the cool giveaway you just mentioned, the mega giveaway, paid ads, like combine more ways, see what is the best way for you. Maybe some ways would be good for, I don't know, like for e-commerce store, but for like kind of an local business, it won't be the same, so you must test it as well and spend the money for that to get really, really good result. As about after the elections, so this is the big question, like everyone asking, like, what's going to be after the election? By the way, if you want to know when is the election, so Christian, have a look. And I know it's not, you don't care about it so much, but just election calculator. So it's not so far. It's not so far, guys. Yeah,
I hope it
funny
gets
life.
better, but there's no guarantee. And also, they tend to usually crack down in Q4 anyways, so they may not let up after 30 days. Who knows?
We can never really know, but I think that after the election, they will calm down a bit. This is what I think. I don't really know. I'm not talking on Instagram. But yeah, yes. Let's go to Alec group. When do you want? Just tell us.
Yeah, hit us up, Alec, if you want.
What about use any software to schedule posts on IG? I recommend about Studio Creator or Jarvee if you think, John. What do you think, Christian?
Jarvee works good. Personally, like I use like a next post. I could show it to you. Um,
Go for it. Yeah, it's your tool.
yeah, I mean, it's my tool, so
Cool.
it's just like a next post. It's just basically like an Instagram bot. I just like it because the scheduler is like super nice. Like I have a VA, for instance, and it's like if we go to the calendar, you can see he scheduled a bunch of like posts for this one Instagram account. I just like it because it's super easy to upload posts. So like you just literally like upload your photos or whatever here or your videos, and then you can schedule them to the account. Uh, I find that this is the easiest way. There was a couple like really good tools, like this one called Affy that was like really cool. Like you could just go into the app and like click the post and it would like repost it instantly. But I just use a next post. I find it's like the easiest way to do it. But Jarvee has like a really good repost and scheduling tool as well. Super good actually. Like their repost tool is so good. Like it's the best. And the campaigns and like the yeah.
Yes, totally. I agree about Jarvee. The misadvantage is small one that if you want to post some videos or albums, you must use the API. But the tool also you just mentioned, it looks very cool. And is that a PHP script?
Yeah, it is PHP. Yeah.
Cool, 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 cool. Good you, Alec. That's great. Last questions before we're leaving. So, Sultan is getting rid of ghost followers. Does it help with engagement rate to potentially partner with brands? What do you think?
So like mathematically speaking, like of course it does because like if you keep the engagement on top of the fraction constant, like you keep the number the same, but then you basically reduce the number of followers like on the bottom of the fraction, the your engagement rate's going to go up, like just because you're altering the numbers. So like yeah, your engagement rate will go up, but will it actually improve your engagement? I don't think so. Like I don't know. And like I have a tool that I made to like remove ghost followers. Like I'm saying that as like somebody who has a tool to sell, and I still believe like I'm not too sure if like there's any improvement.
Yeah, I do think like if you like from Instagram eyes and the algorithm, so if you have so many followers that are not engaged with you, so they will lower the percentage of the post that they will show to people. It makes sense to me, like on the algorithm way. So I think it's
I
always
think
good,
it,
like at least to try that.
yeah, try it out. It totally makes sense. Like from my personal experience, I've noticed that the followers just go dead, and then like they just like never come back. But like those same people will always see my content because they regularly check it, and like the algorithm understands that they want to see your content. So I just in my experience like basically like once the account is like dead, like removing those dead followers doesn't make it active again. Literally like I feel like it's just it's just you have less followers now, you know? Like which is fine. Like yeah.
People want to show them the viral spy works. Please show that. You cool tool.
Yeah. I could show that too if you want. But it literally you just search like a username, a hashtag, or a location. And all it does is it'll look at like the most like 3,000 most recent posts and then it will sort them based on likes, comments, or views. And this is really useful if you're like a theme page and you're reposting content, or if you're just like a brand and you want to make more engaging content, then you can find something that works really well for a competitor and make something similar.
Awesome. Wow, there's so many tools, Christian. It's definitely cool. All of the tools you have. Like you mentioned, I think 4 or 5 you have. What about
If
links?
there's if there's not one, like you just get one built, and then like it's just it's too many projects.
Know what you mean. Know what you mean. Cool. So guys, thank you very much for watching this cool live with Christian. Christian, thank you very much for coming to the Jarvee community. Um, yes, you said a lot of important things. I don't know, like the pencil was here, but not all the time. So I hope that people will also watch the record of that and steal the scrapers. Go for it. No, I'm joking. Don't steal them. We do need them. But yeah, listen to Christian tips. And if you want to get to the giveaway, like the mega giveaway, we can contact you on DM and like see how it goes.
Sounds
Yeah,
good. Thank you so much for having me, Adi.
cool. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thank you, Alec, for staying with us. We missed you a lot. And cheers. Bye bye.